Roberts here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The ThePoliTwits. Our subject today is healthcare. Well, more specifically, Medicare. Jimmy, I know you're in Los Angeles, and it's probably nice and cool there because you're closer to the ocean. Here in Las Vegas, it's very hot, but not half as hot as it is right now in Washington, D.C. on this subject of Medicare. And what the Republicans, your side, are trying to do with it. But let me make this very clear that, even though I may be representing right now the left side of the aisle, I am an independent, so that enables me to go either way. I can flip a coin, and I can, go either way. So I'm willing to take what you got and let you sway me to think that way. Again, I flip a coin, I can go either way. You do that, however, and you're known as a flip-flopper. Anyhow, Medicare, it's real near and dear to my heart right now because my mother, as I told you, is in Arizona, and she's dealing with some health issues that are using her Medicare. And, come the bill, if it passes the way the Republicans want it, I think my mom will get like $15,000 a year to be able to take care of her some of her needs. Yeah, that wouldn't even buy you a bagel once a month in Washington, D.C. Anyhow, it's just not enough. I don't think they were watching our people. I did see something with Michael Steele on Bill Maher's show. I said it. There it is, Bill Maher. And they asked him what exactly folks would do if they didn't have Medicare after their $15,000. And he basically couldn't answer that. He said, well, we're not sure yet. And that got a lot of laughs from the audience. And, he tried to defend himself. But I asked you, what is the plan? What is the plan that the Republicans have for the Medicare? It really, in my opinion, shouldn't even be on the table. It shouldn't even be on the floor. Just kick it away. Just kick it away because, we can't do that to our folks that need things from us. There's got to be a little bit of compassion. We can't always be thinking of dollars and cents in the bottom line because that doesn't make sense. All it does is leaves folks broken and down, and that's not American. I mean, it shouldn't be American. Things have changed a lot in the last, 50, 60 years from what I can tell and what I've read. But anyway, that's my take on Medicare. I need you to come up with a plan because, you got to have a plan. Here's my plan. My plan is that before the Republicans go in and vote for getting rid of Medicare, I think they should go into and have a big meeting with all of their parents that may be in elder care because a lot of those folks are older than dirt in the Congress and the Senate. So go on in there. Tell your parents that are probably on assisted living care, which you're probably paying $10,000 a month for if you're a Republican because you can afford that kind of stuff, or a Democrat. Those politicians make an awful lot of money, an awful lot of our money. Anyway, go on in there and tell mom and pop that are in assisted living that you want to make sure that Medicare is gone. See if mom doesn't slap you on the wrist and tell you to get back to work and make it work. All right, your turn.
Hey Will, I am outside my rehearsal for Guys and Dolls in front of the beautiful San Gabriel Civic Auditorium. It was built in 1918. So if you hear if you hear a little sit down, you're rocking the boat, that's what's going on in there, and I'm not in that number, I'm playing Sky. So thoughts on healthcare. Well, it's a hell of a tough subject. What I will say is I'm going to throw out a couple numbers. One of the numbers is $14 trillion. The other number is around $53 trillion. The first number is the national budget, $14 trillion. The next number is $53 trillion, which is basically what we've promised for Medicare and healthcare over the next 75 years. Now, that's very conservative because obviously there's going to be a lot more people that live more than 75 years coming up. So $53 trillion, to put that into perspective, that's around $450,000 per family in the United States that they owe to the government. So it's lovely to say, have the government pay for 100% of everything, but they don't have enough to buy a pack of gum, much less to cover everyone's health care. So the problem is with government subsidies is that let's say that the government, let's say with groceries, okay? You have government subsidies, they do an 80-20 on groceries. That's great. Groceries cost $100. That means the government covers $80 of it, and the citizen covers 20% of that, so that's $20 of it. All right, so you get $100 worth of groceries for $20. Well, what happens then is that the prices go up because people end up spending more, and they think that they can get more for less, and so prices just go up and up and up, and we just can't afford that. That's what happens, and government subsidies are the root cause of all this stuff. What we need to do to fix it, we need to allow people to purchase insurance across state lines. We need to put a cap on insurance claims, because that's part of the problem is with this insurance that people are hitting doctors with, attorneys' fees and everything. They've jacked the prices up extremely high, so the costs are obviously passed on to the consumer. And we need to stop with the government subsidies. We can't afford it. The American people cannot afford to give everyone a car. They can't afford to put a chicken in every pot, okay? They can't afford to buy everybody clothes. They can't afford to buy everybody dessert 3 times a week. We just don't have it, dude. So I don't know where you think it's coming from. We just don't have it. So as far as the solution for it, I think we need to start by allowing people to purchase insurance across state lines. That's number one. From then we can move on. So those are my thoughts. Ciao.